Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video, there's been a very dramatic change to the schedule of the sort which only happens a few times a year. After Nigel Farage has praised Elon Musk, calling him a hero in front of his faithful at the Reform UK conference this weekend, Musk has responded by utterly humiliating the Reform leader. Seriously, get your popcorn ready for this one. It's beautiful. But first, for daily political commentary, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Okay, so this is absolutely a thing of beauty. This really is. Picture the scene. Elon Musk, who just used his ownership of Twitter to great effect in catapulting Trump to the presidency. I mean, who knows? Maybe Trump wouldn't have won if it weren't for Elon Musk taking over Twitter. We don't know. He is now using, with much the same vigour, the same platform to promote Reform UK. There's also talk of donating a ridiculous amount of money to Reform UK. Nigel Farage holds a Reform UK conference this weekend where he describes his great friend Elon Musk as a hero. Then, this afternoon, just after I'd finished recording, I see this tweet from Space Karen. The Reform Party needs a new leader. Farage doesn't have what it takes. So beautiful. Notice how he can't even get the name of Farage's party right, which shows how interested he really is in the whole thing. Of course, it makes Nigel Farage look like a proper tit. He's just praised Musk as a hero, and his hero has essentially said he should resign. And this is exactly what I talked about in the past. Didn't I say that Musk would go cool on Farage as soon as he worked out that he's not extreme enough? And although I don't know the reason for this outburst from Musk, I think I can hazard a guess. See, I discussed recently, it might have been yesterday, how figures from both the Conservatives and Reform UK had contacted allies in Trump's team to ask them to rein in Musk's support for Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson is deeply unpopular amongst a lot of voters that both the Tories and Reform UK are chasing, right? It's especially problematic for Reform because close scrutiny would suggest not really a lot of difference between them. So Farage especially would really rather that anyone he wants to be closely associated with is not associated with Tommy Robinson at all. And I said at the time, it would not be clear that either Trump's team would care, or if they did, that they'd be able to get Musk to agree to dial it down. Now, like I say, I don't know what's behind this, but I'm guessing it's this. Reform UK, which means Nigel Farage by extension, have tried to get Musk to stop talking about Tommy Robinson. You might almost say they've tried to curtail his freedom of speech, which was probably like a red rag to a bull to the self-proclaimed free speech absolutist. Not that he is, but he likes to pretend he is. Now, I said some time ago that Musk would probably go off Farage once he realised he was too woke. I said it might happen over Trump's plans for mass deportations. You know, if Trump tries to enact that, inevitably journalists in this country are going to ask Nigel Farage what he thinks of it. Farage will not endorse a policy like that because even he can't sell that idea in Britain. Not if he wants to grow his party's support. So I thought that might be a flashpoint, that Nigel Farage trying to be cagey about whether or not he supports this MAGA policy might get Musk to go, oh, you don't seem extreme enough for me. I did not expect it to be over Tommy Robinson, although I probably should have thought about it because we know that Musk promoted Tommy Robinson a lot over the summer. We know that Reform UK have been trying to distance themselves from that. So I guess I should have thought about it. But what it means is I didn't expect it to happen this quickly. Because this isn't Musk. You know, it's not like he sent a private message to someone else, to Farage, basically saying, don't you tell me what to say, mate. This is very public. And like the extremist he is, Musk isn't proposing Farage rethink a few things. No. He's come straight out and suggests that Farage is unsuitable to lead Reform UK, which is what I assumed he meant by the Reform Party. So in the video intended for this slot, which I've now pushed back to 7 p.m. this evening, I was talking about how Farage and others in his party are pretty bad at handling tricky questions. Well, I think he's going to be facing some very tricky questions in the next week. What do you think? I suppose Farage can be grateful that the tweet didn't come out in time for his latest Laura Kunsberg loving. Farage has been utterly humiliated here. But I will suggest it was always going to happen. Not necessarily over this, like I say. Maybe Musk should donate that $100 million to Labour to teach Farage a lesson. Only kidding. But on a more serious note, it may well mean that his checkbook remains closed for now. And if Musk thinks he can bully Reform UK into dumping Farage, then he not only doesn't know what the party's called, he doesn't know how it works. Farage is the personality the party has. I wouldn't say it's quite as extreme as suggesting that Trump should step down from leading MAGA, but it's on that level. You know, the party was only able to grow under Tice's leadership because Farage was batting for them from the GB News studios. I've already seen in the Twitter replies lots of Reform UK supporters trying to persuade Musk that he's wrong. They know they're nothing without Farage, but they also want the foreign money from the illegal immigrant, right? Tommy Robinson, meanwhile, will be pissing himself laughing in prison because although Musk obviously wants to support all far-right gobshites, in a choice between Farage and Robinson, it looks very much like Musk has picked Robinson. Maybe he'll have the dollar signs in his eyes now. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe for further content. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can click the join button for memberships. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.